Coming up, government rolls out a new 10-year passport and unemployment insurance in the making. Government's VAT-exempt and zero-rated policy now active on essential goods. Reporters ask pointed questions and pensioners see an increase in their payments. Good evening, St. Lucia, and welcome to the Briefing Room, your insider look at stories shaping our nation with exclusive soundbites, behind-the-scenes insights, and fun facts you didn't know. Stay with us. I'm Melissa Paul, Press Secretary to the Prime Minister, and I'll take you inside these and other stories. If you've ever had to renew a passport, you know it can be a hassle, right? And it's not cheap either. That's why the government of St. Lucia has taken a step to make things more convenient and more affordable for everyone. As of August 5th, St. Lucia is now issuing 10-year passports. What does that mean for you, right? It means once you get a new passport, you won't have to renew it again for a full 10 years. That's a decade. And the cost? It's staying exactly the same, no increase in fees. Now, if you're currently a holder of a 5-year passport that's still valid, don't worry. You'll have to use that passport until it's time to renew. But when you do get to renew, whether it's, say, next year or 3 years from now, you will receive the new 10-year passport. And this fulfills a budget promise made by the Prime Minister during his 2025-2026 budget address.
A 10-year passport will be introduced at no extra cost.
In other developments, the government has commissioned the National Insurance Corporation, or the NIC, to present proposals for the establishment of an unemployment insurance program right here in St. Lucia. According to Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre, this program allows persons who have become unemployed because of layoffs or business closures to receive unemployment benefits.
The government is committed to establishing an unemployment insurance program which will be implemented alongside an active labor market policy. The goal of the active labor market policy is intended to assist the unemployed in securing work placements, to encourage entrepreneurship and small business development, to provide basic work training for, in particularly disadvantaged groups, and to incentivize employers to provide staff training.
I know what you're thinking. What does that mean for you, the NIC contributor? It means job matching, skills training, business help, and employer incentives. Under this plan, administered by the NIC, eligible workers who are laid off or whose positions are eliminated through no fault of their own can claim a portion of their previous wages for a limited time. Claims, of course, would have to be filled by the NIC as soon as you are notified of your job loss. And there's more. Alongside financial support, the government is rolling out an active labor market policy. This means free job matching services, skills training, especially for youth and other vulnerable groups, entrepreneurship guidance, and incentives for employers to upskill their staff. Simply put, you'll have both the income you need to stay afloat and the training and placement support to go back to work quicker. You're watching In the Briefing Room. When we come back, the Prime Minister joins the Minister of Commerce in emphasizing the VAT rules on supermarket items. Many factors affect the cost of goods that are imported into the country, like shipping costs and the increase in prices overseas. Take flour, for instance. The average cost of a 100-pound bag of flour is $128.25. Thankfully, the government uses subsidies to reduce the cost of flour imports. Here's how it works. For every 100-pound bag of flour, the government covers $43.25. This decreases the price from $128.25 to $85. So you pay less for flour, bread, and other flour products at the supermarket. The government continues to absorb part of the costs, so you pay less. Your government is working for you. Last week, Commerce Minister Honorable Emma Hippolyte reiterated the differences between VAT-exempt and zero-rated goods at the supermarket. This week, Prime Minister Pierre tells the briefing room citizens can look forward to a 12.5% reduction in the price of 70 grocery items effective August 1st, 2025.
We expect no VAT on 70 items, including goods that came from the exempt to the zero rated. There will be no VAT on them. So we also expect, as we've said to you on several occasions, there should be an immediate reduction in the price of these goods. Even though the cost goes up, these goods, the price should be reduced immediately because the 12.5% that is paid by the consumer will no longer be paid. That is goods that become zero rated.
The Prime Minister has indicated that he expects to continue collaborating with the St. Lucia of Commerce in ensuring economic relief is delivered to the people of St. Lucia. We'll be right back.
Cooking gas is a commodity nearly every household uses. Because liquefied petroleum gas, or LPG, is not manufactured in St. Lucia, local petroleum dealers like Sol and Ruby's pay higher costs to import it into the country. Before cooking gas is sold to consumers, the government applies a subsidy to every 20-pound and 22-pound LPG cylinder to lower the prices. So, for every 20-pound and 22-pound LPG cylinder, the government pays, on average, $18 per cylinder for you. The government continues to absorb the costs, so you pay less.
Your government is working for you. And now, it's time to go point blank, where our pool of reporters gets straight to the heart of the matter. No holds barred. Let's see who's got the toughest question tonight.
Mr. Prime Minister, last week you would have heard of the ruling by the courts in terms of the Burglary law being unconstitutional. That having been said, what steps is your government taking? Is it something that your government will reject or abide by that ruling and move forward with the Attorney General's office to strike this off our law books?
Well, the government will follow the dictates of the court. And if you realize that we've always said, and all that, when there was all that confusion about the RICO case, we always said, let's wait for the courts. That's always been our position. We mustn't forget our positions. During the RICO case, when anybody said, do this, I said, let's wait for the courts. And as far as that's regard, the government will respect the rulings of the courts. And the Attorney General will take the steps that are necessary to ensure that the ruling of the courts takes place.
Mr. Prime Minister, at that same police press conference that I referenced in my first question, it would have also been stated that the 4 cases regarding the senior police officer who has the sexual allegations against him, the DPP has gone through 3, and 3 of them he has basically said that there is not enough evidence to go forward with. What is your reaction to that?
If we speak about separation of powers, we must respect the separation of powers. We speak about these things and we don't respect them. We've said that the powers are separated between the judiciary, the legislature, and the parliament. They're separated. So when one rules, you have to go through all the steps to ensure within the law that ruling is followed. If the DPP has ruled I've never discussed these things with the DPP. I've never had these discussions at all. If he's ruled, I've no other but to follow his ruling.
You're watching In the Briefing Room. Coming up next, pensioners see an increased deposit on their account as the government makes adjustments based on the Consumer Price Index. We'll tell you more after the break.
Get the facts straight from the source in the briefing room. For the latest government press briefings, policies, programs, and projects that matter to you, from national security to health, education, and economic growth, it's all in the briefing room. Join the Prime Minister's Press Secretary, Melissa Paul, in the briefing room Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on HTS, Thursdays at 15 p.m. on MBC, and on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. on NTN. In the briefing room, facts matter. In the briefing room, people matter.
Welcome back. Pensioners, there's good news for you. The government of St. Lucia now adjusts your pension payments each year in line with the Consumer Price Index. Prime Minister Honorable Philip J. Pierce says the move became effective on July 1st, 2025.
All NIC pensioners, including those who received an increase in the minimum pension last year, received a 3.9% increase in their pensions starting from July the 1st, 2025. And that increase is based on the average consumer price index. And that is in addition to the 4.3% increase they got the year before.
What this means for you, the pensioner, is that when the cost of everyday items from groceries to utilities goes up, your pension goes up by the same percentage, so you won't lose purchasing power. For example, if inflation ran at 4% over the past year, a base pension of EC $1,000 would automatically receive an extra $40. There's no extra paperwork or new applications, and even better, the increase is deposited directly into your account. In short, you can rest assured that your pension keeps pace with the rising prices, helping you maintain your standard of living without any extra hassle. And that's our show. Thanks for joining us. Remember to stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you next time for another edition of In the Briefing Room. I'm Melissa Paul. Good night.